Okay folks, welcome to the first teaching tutorial from the ICT monthly mentorship for month of September 2016. This is the first of 8. Each month you'll get 8 individual teaching tutorials that will complement the general theme for the month. This particular teaching is going to be elements to a trade setup. And as you probably noticed this month so far, we've been focusing primarily on showing the consistency that's able to be delivered to you as a developing trader after you've submitted the time and you've done the work with the exercises and the content materials that we're going to be presenting to you. When we refer to elements to a trade setup, there's really just 2 primary concerns, and one is obviously context or framework surrounding the idea. In other words, what makes the idea favorable for a trade. It's not just simply, well, my indicator tells me this or my support resistance level tells me that. There has to be something that builds a reason to want to do this trade. In my material, we're going to be learning 4 specific principles, and we're going to be dealing with them in general terms, and then what we do in those conditions. What are we specifically pairing up with in terms of the ICT tools? The first one is going to be expansion. Okay, we're going to talk about expansion and what we look for in that condition. We're going to be talking about retracements and what tool or concept we used for retracements, reversal, and lastly consolidation. Now each one of these 4 give a specific framework and a context to the marketplace that you're going to be trading in. They can only be one of these 4 conditions. Either the market's going to be expanding, running away, in other words, trending, a retracement or a pullback, altogether reversal, and obviously when the market's doing nothing, it's consolidating. But really, we all learned in the Market Maker series that there's really no such thing as the market doing nothing in consolidation. It's actually accumulating orders. Now the other characteristic we use for defining elements to a trade setup is using these 4 criteria for context and framework to specific reference points in institutional order flow. The first one is order blocks. The second one is fair value gaps and liquidity voids, liquidity pools and stop runs, and lastly equilibrium. Now understanding those 2 characteristics together will give you a greater understanding of market efficiency paradigm, how the smart money interprets price, and how they influence the general populace or the speculative uninformed money. It's going to be a rather illuminating tutorial actually.